All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about the most powerful tool you already own, your personal story. We're going to explore how the journey you've lived holds the key to making a real, genuine impact on the world around you. Let's get started. And this is really the core idea. Every single twist and turn, every challenge, every victory, none of it was random. It was all building a path, shaping a perspective that is completely 100% unique to you. It created a story that only you can tell. So, first things first, let's reframe how we look at our own lives. It's not just a random series of events, right? It's a journey with a purpose. Every experience, the good and the bad, has deposited something valuable inside you. Knowledge, resilience, maybe some empathy. Think of all that as the raw material for what you're going to do next. Now, it's one thing to have all these experiences, but the real magic, well, that happens when you decide to do something with them. That moment has arrived. It's time to consciously take that raw material, your journey, your knowledge, and start shaping it into something that can actually inspire other people. But I get it. I know what some of you might be thinking. Stories? Really? Isn't that a little fluffy for the professional world? I mean, for years, we've been taught that business runs on hard data and facts, not bedtime stories. So let's tackle that idea head on. For decades, the professional world ran on a pretty simple belief. Facts, numbers, and results are all that matter. Just show me the spreadsheet. But here's the thing. That mindset is quickly becoming obsolete. It turns out we're living in what you could call the age of storytelling, where the most powerful currency isn't just data, but the story that gives that data meaning. So if stories are really that powerful, what does that mean for you? Well, this brings us to what I think is the most crucial concept we're going to talk about today. It's the idea that you don't just have one story, you actually have two. Yeah, that's right. We all know we have a story, our life story. But what if I told you that you actually have two? And understanding the difference between them, well, that's the key to unlocking your real potential to make an impact. So here's the breakdown. Your third story, that's the one that life wrote for you. It's the sum of all your experiences up to this very moment. But your second story, that's where the power is. That's the narrative you consciously choose to craft and share with the world. It's the difference between just being a character in your life and becoming the author. Think of it this way. A story really gets created twice. The first time is in your own mind, as you sort through your journey and make sense of it all. But the second, and maybe more powerful creation, happens when you decide to release it to the world. That act of sharing is what gives it life. It's what gives it the power to connect with and influence other people. And the results of telling that second, chosen story, they can be profound. A really powerful narrative does way more than just entertain. It's a tool that gets tangible results. It can make a business stand out from the crowd, it can build a career, capture the imagination of investors, and honestly, at its best, a good story can absolutely change lives. Okay, so who exactly needs to be good at this? Is this just for writers or keynote speakers? No way! Absolutely not. Let's look at how this applies directly to the professional world, and almost certainly to you. The need for great storytelling, it cuts across pretty much every profession. For an expert, a personal story is what separates your knowledge from a dry textbook. It creates a real human connection. For an entrepreneur, your story is your pitch. It's what makes investors lean in and customers believe in what you're doing. And if you're a manager, narrative is how you build a culture and a reputation that people actually want to be a part of. The tool is the same, the impact is universal. Just think about the last presentation you sat through. You might have been impressed by some of the numbers, right? But what do you still remember today? Our brains are just wired for narrative. Data is impressive, for sure, but stories stick. They're what we remember, what we repeat, and what we connect with on a deep human level. And that brings us right here to our final section. We've talked about why your journey matters and just how powerful a story can be. So now it's all about you. It's time to find and to embrace your unique voice. Please remember this. Nobody else on this planet has lived your exact life or seen the world through your eyes. That simple fact makes your perspective inherently unique, and it makes your story inherently valuable. It really, truly deserves to be told. So the final step isn't just to think about your story, it's to share it. Go out there and use your authentic, unique voice. You honestly never know the ripple effect you'll create, the inspiration you might spark, or the lives you could change just by telling your truth. And so, I'll leave you with this one question, a question directed right at you. I'm not asking about the story that life wrote for you. I'm asking about the second one, the one you are now going to choose to tell. So what's it going to be?